Mistake number 2, and this is one that behavior has been making very, very slowly over time, is ignoring the power description bloat. It is no surprise that if we go back to some of the first killers released in the history of Dead by Daylight, their powers were very simple to understand. How to play as and how to play against was very, very, very easy back in the day. But nowadays, slowly over time, the killer has just slowly been getting more and more complex on average on every single release. It is really unflattering to compare the powers this way, and I understand it's not fair. So instead of hunters, let's just go for a killer that has been reworked a few more times. It's a little bit more complex, such as Trapper. And then you see that the descriptions are not that far from each other. There's not that much difference. There's not that much longer or shorter, right? But then I realized maybe it is because the newer power killers have a lot more to say and they specify and are more descriptive. Maybe that's why. So maybe it's not really a problem. So I did a little experiment, right? I went on the Trapper's power and I edited in all of the important facts that I think every player should know that are not spelled out in the power. Things that the game should tell you, but it doesn't really tell you unless it's in some obscure loading tip, right? And as you can see, the description did get a little bit longer, but not by much. Now let's go to the Crashwell's power, the one that you're seeing on the right here. This already explains so much and there's so much to read. So maybe there's not much else that is left unsaid, right? Wrong. There's so much to explain. This killer in particular has so many unexplained mechanics that you would only figure out after playing a few times or after reading add-ons or after reading tooltips, or even just, you might never figure it out until you see someone else. I think this is a problem. This is exposing a glaring issue in Dead by Daylight right now. The information that can be presented in one tiny screen like this is just not enough to understand a killer. We definitely need a new screen designed from the ground up that has different little GIFs or animated pictures or something to please explain the power properly, instead of expecting every player to either pick up an encyclopedia or watch a 30-minute video explaining everything. This is really, really inappropriate and something that is only going to become harder and harder the more killers that are in the backlog. For a new player to even begin to understand what each killer does with this level of lackluster information is going to be nothing short of impossible without watching videos, guides, and etc. It's something that benefits me as a content creator, but something that definitely holds this game back.